Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Back-to-back carries here. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Dax Hill up for the stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Dump off caught by his back. Escapes a defender. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Sit on! Oh. Sit on! Sit on!
Now Jackson. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lamar's going to keep this one. He has room past the 25. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit on!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Sit on! Finish it on!
Here he is on 2nd and inches. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, this machine has been firing on...
Finish it! Finish it!
Lone back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Motion to tight end left. Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. On 1st down, they'll run. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Jackson keeping it himself. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sit on!
They send a man in motion. They'll run it here on third down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Hand off to the back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
This one left for Lamar.
Jackson on the keeper.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
This one sent up for Lamar. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a second time. That's going to bring him to fourth down.
A 4-yard loss. It's fourth down.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12.
At the Bengals' 39-yard line.
13.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play's not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Short side option here. He's running left. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Now they send their back in motion right. Lamar now from the gun. He's got Andrews. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First down, here's Lamar. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens can rest easy with a 3-score lead. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
13.
Here's the handoff. Jukes away from one. And he stopped. Give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a first and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Hey, middle.
Going to the ground again on first. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Taylor Britt.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score in this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Took a whole bunch of...
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough?
In motion is Myers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough.